Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to another edition of Awesomecallstrading.com. I'm AJ. I'm your host. Hey, what a day. 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 I was a little hard on myself this morning, though. I gotta be honest. I was a little tough on myself. I gave myself, I think it was, the room was kind. I think they were giving me 95, 97, but I think I downgraded myself to 90. I was really Uh, and now it's funny too. I'm looking at NXPI and it's doing what I want. It's just crazy. But sometimes this stuff takes all day. But the initial call was to pop and drop it, and it just ran instead. And now it's crumbling, which I figured. But we had some really great calls today. I gotta be honest with you. I know I thank you for a lot of you. Some of you are not even in my room and wishing me well. It is true. There is smoke. There are ashes in my pool. There is fire all around me. Uh, they've evacuated my whole the 405 freeway shut off, and you can literally throw a rock, and all those houses are evacuated. We have a windstorm coming tonight, and we all going to be on alert. So I will be packed, all my shit in a bag, and when they come pounding on my door, get the fuck out. Me and Lucy are out of here. So I'll notify everyone in the morning if I'm not here. Watch Twitter, but if God willing, they douse those flames before it happens. I wake up like normal. Oh, I'll be here making you money. All right. The last 2 days have been a little eerie for me, but I'm here. I'm here in love for what I do and spirit, and just watching traders just kick ass today. And I'm really happy to be a part of their growth and what they're achieving. Anyway, we had a lot of good plays today. Let's just forget it. I mean, Grubhub, Beyond. I mean, come on. There's only one room that can call that stuff. And boy, did we just straight up just nail these two trades. And we played OFX, Shoe. VRNS was a great trade today. I'm going to share with you that. Shop was an amazing play. Give hands down to the great Gianni. Pre-market calling it 295 and 300 along it. Typical Gianni just kicking ass in the morning. MRTX was a really good play for the downside play. I was really happy with that one. And I was happy with this great call I'm going to show you, CSANM. So I'm going to kind of go into uh, the trades that I really wanted to play today. Let's start with one that wasn't on our list this morning, and it was called SES. And I want to give mad props to B Trades. B Trades comes in. He's a small cap trader. Uh, he's been doing it for years. Very, very knowledgeable, small cap. Very, very good at what he does. Him and Raphael as a team. Raphael wasn't in today, but the two of them together are just a combination duo like there is no tomorrow. I can't express it enough. And he called out a former runner today, and I played it. And actually, once I played it, I was done. This is a formal runner. This is SES. It runs just on air, but it was pretty liquid today to play. There was a lot of buys and coming in. Not big buys of 500,000, 200, 500,000, but enough to. It looked like a chat room was pumping it. So we can't deny ourselves that kind of money, especially when he brings it to our attention. The last time it ran was, I believe, a week ago, and it ran to 26 a share. It was just crazy stock. Well, today I think a room picked it up. I don't know which room out there, but they probably picked it up. And B Trades just called a nice flag breakout right here at $6, 610, 620. He called forward runner, and that fucker just ran to 840. I called it out here, and I actually played it live in the chat room right around here and sold on the pop. Uh, Actually, it was here. I'll show it to you right here. I bought it here, right there. That was me. 797 was my entry. And it pulled on me, and I had size, and I was down probably, I think, 800, 700 shares. And then it popped, broke through that 797. I sold on the pop. I was fucking so. Woo! Oh my God. I actually sweated for a moment there, but it's just a choice I made. These are risky stocks, but for me, when B Trades calls something, it's that confidence in who he is, and just believing in him and believing in myself, of course, that hey, well, And I was going to put stops at, I think it was $1. So it was a fucking, it was one of those trades. I'm just going to either do it or not. And I just felt confident it was going to pop up. And I was really, truly watching level two when I made my buy. I saw the rotation of the stock. And a lot of times you'll see me do this. Well, click over, level to it, and I actually see the rotation of the market makers. I can see if there's any sellers in there. And it may be the confidence. I actually could have, I saw the move through eight way before. I saw, I think it was 8:15, 8:17. I was calling way before it even happened. So because I could read level two, I could see the buyers coming in. Man, I was just like, just do it, AJ, and I did it. I was really proud of myself. Uh, so it was a good play there. Okay, so I did that one, and it was a great call overall in the chat room. Now let's kind of go into some of the plays that we did. Let's start with Grubhub. Now, Grubhub was a combination of myself and Darkside. We both kind of pretty much nailed this morning. For me, I read the report and just there's an old term you say, forget about it. I mean, Grub just fucked. They are a $25, $30 stock, and there shouldn't be any more than that. Their delivery service, and it was really, I actually took notes today when Darkside took the mic, and it's really good when you can actually learn from somebody. I have so much value and respect for Darkside. I mean, he was coming on the mic and he was really explaining how Grub is just not where it needs to be. And it was like, wow. It was really impressive to hear him, what he had to say. And so, um, for me, as a trader, I felt the stock would, if it didn't pop at the open, short cover towards the 40 at the open, which I was hoping for 40 because in pre-market it hit the 40 area. So I wanted at the open to get back up to that 40 scale and short and just flush it down. My idea was this would hit $35 and then bounce. That was really my key area for a decent bounce. I figured I'd get a pretty good bounce. Well, I was correct. The stock did pull down to 30. It hit 39.40, lower low set in right there. Your short was right here, and it slammed and it hit 35. Beautiful. Found a base, and then it ran all the way up to 36.28. We played this bounce. I went long this bounce. This was a beautiful play, really nice. I just told everyone this is your trade. And then it completed. Once it broke though the 35, I knew right then and there it was going to come down, and it was really cool. All you had to do was put up a 3-year low, and you knew that it was coming down to that area and bounce off of that. That's exactly what it did. We really scaled. We really, just did our homework and research when we were playing this today. I was a really impressed way we called it. The other one was Beyond Meats. Now, in the report on Secret Sauce, I went over to everybody in the chat room why this was not going to get bought back up. I also went over why I actually gave a value of Beyond at $80 a day. I became an analyst at that moment. I made the decision Beyond was $80, and that was the trade. I wanted everyone to long at 84, and I figured the stock would probably most likely move to 90 and be done. So it was never going to reach 100 today. It wasn't going to go back to 105. It was not going to gap fill, but it was simply going to sell off. But I wanted you to start longing it versus shorting it because the stock had already been down 22, 25 points. So I figured, you know what? Instead of shorting it, why don't you scale in long at 84, add on the pull to 80. It won't go any more than that. And I assured the room it would not in pre-market. And I said, you'll get a bounce to 90. I want you to see how accurate this call was if you were in our room this morning. All right, and why you saw so many tweets, because we get reviewed every day in this room on Twitter or Instagram, and this was just, it's like my ulta call. Either you know this shit or you don't, and I fucking got this shit down. That's why we're growing. That's why we're fucking awesome calls. Why do you think we call ourselves Awesome Calls Trading? Because this is an awesome call right here. You ready? So let's say you're in our room. Stock goes long at 84. There's your 84. Scale in, hits 2 points to the downside. You got another 100, 200. Bam, it slams to 80. There's your bottom. Right? All right. And now we want to go to 90. Whoop. How about fucking 89 a share? I mean, really? You know? Next. Okay. Next stock that we call was MRTX. Now, this one was a phase half. And I got this thing, we're not in phase two. We're not phase two. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to be real frank with you. If you get a reaction like MRTX, okay, like this on a phase half with what they're doing over there, could you imagine where the stock's going to be when it's a phase two primary endpoint met? Can you all imagine the stock price? Probably 400, 500, 600 a share. Write that down in your journal. AJ said if ever phase two primary endpoint met, this is just on a phase half. This is up too much yesterday. And today, I felt we would get a squeeze at the open towards 97 or a little bit above, scale in short and take it down. I wanted to snap 94, and if I hit 94, I was going to go to 92 and under. And the stock just paid off very well. I mean, look at the trade. Even if you went 97 and you allowed yourself a couple more points to the upside, I mean, look at it. It's just fucking straight down to $92.36. And I was, what a kick-ass trade, 92 bucks. I mean, just a killer, stellar trade. This was all in writing, determined in pre-market, right off the notes, written right here, right there. 97 short. And we anticipated a 6.4 to 6 point pullback. It wasn't going to gap fill. We already determined that, but fuck. I mean, come on. The next one was Shop. This was a wonderful trade. I was really impressed with this trade, very happy with this trade. Um, it was interesting because Amazon's numbers, Shop sold off. So it kind of gave you a prelude that you should be shorting Shop into earnings. And I kind of warned the room a couple days ago, like if they missed Amazon, Shop may miss. But what Amazon did was to get bought up, so I felt Shop would get back it up. Anything below 300 to me is a buying opportunity, especially with the upcoming conference call. And I got to give hands down and a round of applause to Jenny in the trading room. Just fucking nailed this at pre-market. And I told traders on Shop, this is going to pop probably about 20 points off the 300 mark, and then you'd be done with the stock and just let it sell off. And I shit you not. I mean, this 295 was a buying opportunity in pre-market alone when Jenny took the mic. Look at that, 295 and just bam to 313. I mean, come on, really? 100 shares, you're done. You made $1,500 and you're done. So this morning, just before when the market opened, that 300 mark came again, and again, it's a buying opportunity at 300, and it ran to 322 for a 20 point trade. So really impressed with that trade and call. VRNS was a wonderful call this morning. This was very interesting. This is where you have to trust my judgment, and truly a pro could only trade this. Yesterday, there was actually no market makers on the stock this morning, and yet you noticed yesterday after hours it had hit 72. In Secret Sauce, I went over very clearly that this stock should be sold off. I was calling for 65, but I knew that this 72 would get just smashed. But I also anticipated a small pop at the open off that 72 area, a little pop at the open, scale in short, and just flush it down. You don't believe me? Look at this fucking call. This, to me, elevated me as a day trader. I went up another notch today. You know why? Because there was no market makers on the stock, and when it's not even traded yet, and you have to predetermine all these moves, and that's what I did. And I said, watch for the small pop at the open off that 72, and then a short gap fill back to 65. It closed at 62.72. Do you want to see this trade? Fucking phenomenal. Small pop at the open, scale in short, and look where it hit. $67. Bam. What a call. Straight up. I'll show you another great call we did today in this great room. Fuck, it was Christmas in here. I'm telling you, earnings is Christmas. Look at this one. SANM. Now, this one I went over secret sauce in the chat room to everyone. There was something they did in the report that told everyone to buy the stock long. In our room, this is something that we spot out, and this is what we do. We trade these stocks because we know where they're going to go. This was not a short. This was not a short at the open. This was a pure gap filled at least 30 or more because there was something in the earnings report that basically told everyone you got to long the stock at the open. And I shared it with the chat room. I also put it on our number 3 pick in the chat room. I wanted you to long the stock. The stock was gapping down 4.5. It was sitting at $26 a share. I kept telling everyone long, 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 and take it to 30. So you're going to make a minimum of 3 points or more. And the stock just fucking ran. And it paid beautiful, all the way to 31.50 a share. Bravo. Just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful trade. So, but that's what we did today. We had many more calls. The Great Dark Side had, I think it was Roku in play and Netflix. But Grub, Beyond, BRNS, Shop, MRTX, SANM, and SES were just definite plays in our room. It was wonderful to trade today. Uh, J&J just got halted before the webinar finished, so hopefully there's good news on that. That sort of took a bath a while ago. Anyway, that was today's calls. Had a dozen plays in play today. I did get 90% on my rating, and I did very good trades. I was so happy, and I'm just happy to be alive, and happy to smile, and happy to talk to everybody, and happy to be a part of the room today. And it's a gift, and we're growing. We're growing. I love being in here. Anyway, thank you for joining us. I will see you tomorrow. If you want to be a member, boom, click here. We'll do it again all over tomorrow. And this is live. Everything is documented. I don't change the morning notes just because it didn't hit or done. It's done. It's all written before the opening bell. I guide each trade. I stay focused on my 12, 14 ideas. I only trade my ideas what I have unless B Trades or a mod in here who's earned the reputation of being amazing gives me a call like SES. I'm going to take it. And I do miss a lot of these calls in the morning because I'm so pounding the table trying to help traders get into the trade, and a lot of them need my assistance, need my voice, need my reassurance because they're in. This is real life, real money. We all have. I mean, I'm emotional in the morning. I have. I this is my livelihood. I mean, I got to pay bills, but at the same token, I respect everyone in here. I know why they're here, and my job is to help everyone make money. But most important, learn why the stock's making it.